Yo, Brooklyn 204 podcast brought to you by Dope Content. It's your boy K-LEW. Yes. Thank you. It's been a while since I talked to you guys, and we have a lot to talk about. A lot to catch up on. So we gonna get right into it. Once again, Brooklyn 214 podcast brought to you by Dope Content. That's Dope Content with the K. Feel free to stay up to date with us at dopecontent.com. Get your dope content gear, your shirts, your hoodies, your mask, your phone cases. We now doing body scrub and body butter and sugar scrub, I should say, by my sis, Jen sis, Renee Blue. So shout out to her. All organic. We have our Twitch stream on there. We have our music from YouTube on there. So follow us on all platforms. Dope Content with the K. Dope Content. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everything. And eventually it's going to be Spotify and Google Play and Apple, because I'm going to rebrand everything to Dope Content. So shout out to Dope Content and shout out to all the followers. So we got a lot to get into today. We have WWE, we have WNBA news, we have the NBA, which I probably won't get into the NBA too much today. We have NFL news, and we're going to start off with the NFL. So first of all, congrats to the Tampa Bay. I almost said Tampa. Congrats to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. First team to ever have a Super Bowl, basically host a Super Bowl game in their home stadium, and they went in and they dominated. So shout out to Tampa. Tom Brady, 7 rings. He single-handedly has more rings than any NFL franchise, period. So shout out to Tom Brady. I'm gonna get into Tom Brady a little bit later. Shout out to that defense that stepped up and shut down Pat Mahomes, held that guy to 9 points and had him running for his life the whole game. Shout out to them, Tampa Bay. So, shout out to Bruce Arians and his coaching staff. That very diverse coaching staff, including 2 females and all black cast. Yeah. So, and shout out to the Chiefs. The Chiefs made 2 straight Super Bowls. Shout out to them. Everybody getting hand claps today, as you can hear. Uh-oh. I almost choked. I just got a random hiccup that just came out of nowhere and caught me in my throat. But anyway, wow, excuse me, y'all. So, shout out to Tampa Bay dominating the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Now, congrats to Tom Brady. Give Tom Brady all the credit in the world. But let's not start down talking Bill Belichick. What is wrong with you people? Tom Brady won the Super Bowl, yes. Bill Belichick didn't make the playoffs, yes. But do not act like Bill Belichick is all of a sudden is just a trash coach, and the only reason he made the Super Bowls that he made was because of Tom Brady. Stop. Shots fired. Stop. Don't do that. Don't act like Tom Brady didn't have a top defense in New England. Even last year, he had the top passing defense in New England, but he didn't have any weapons on offense. That's why he left. And then y'all want to sit here and talk about Cam Newton and them being bad now. Cam Newton had even less than what Tom Brady had last year. So stop. Don't do that. Stop. And don't act like Tom Brady didn't have the number 1 rushing defense, which added to their secondary, which was a top 5 defense this year. Don't act like Tom Brady didn't have 3 Pro Bowl receivers, All-Pro receivers, 2 All-Pro tight ends, 2 All-Pro running backs. Well, 1 All-Pro running back, 1 future All-Pro running back, 1 former All-Pro running back. Let's not act like Tom didn't have a super team now. Stop. Hey, give Tom Brady all the credit in this world, because he did have to do his job, which he did. He went to Tampa Bay. He brought a winning mentality to Tampa Bay, and they instantly went to the Super Bowl and they won. So we are watching greatness. No matter how the haters try to spin it or whatever, Tom Brady is great. I don't care. No matter what I say today, Tom Brady is great. Facts. Let's just leave it at that. Tom Brady is great. He is great. I would never say he's not great. But don't start talking down on Bill Belichick like Bill Belichick is just a scrub all of a sudden that was carried by Tom Brady. No, both of them did it together. They dominated together. They cheated together. You know, but they did it together. Bill Belichick is a good coach still. He's a genius. He's a genius. To have all these players that's really trash everywhere except New England, because we seen them leave and come back. We've seen players go to other teams and be trash and come back to New England and they balling again. We've seen it. Don't act like Belichick don't have a system. They didn't have a good roster this year. And the good players they did have was hurt the whole season. Come on. And they set out for COVID reasons. Don't act like Bill Belichick is trash. Stop. Go do your history. Go look up some stuff. Bill Belichick is not trash. Tom Brady is the GOAT. Yes, give him props. But don't down talk Bill Belichick like that. Stop. I'm not even a Belichick fan like that. Y'all know this. Y'all know I never really liked the Patriots like that. But come on, man. Respect is respect. Don't disrespect Bill Belichick because Tom Brady won one without him. Just stop. So that's my little rant on that. That's my little rant on that. I'm gonna leave it alone. Let's move on to some more NFL news. Matt Stafford traded to the Rams for Jared Goff and 2 draft picks. So congrats to the hand claps are for Matt Stafford, not for Jared Goff. Because I feel like Matt Stafford finally has a chance to show what he got, which we already, if you watch football, you know what he got. Matt Stafford is a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback. He's been on bummy teams. Now he has a good team. He has some more receivers, which he kind of had receivers already. He never had a running game. He got a nice running game now with Cam Akers and Henderson. He got defense with the defensive player of the year, which we're going to get into, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, and all them boys on the defense. Jared Goff traded already and 2 first-round picks. Boy, they trying to get rid of you. And they did. Now you got Carson Wentz most likely getting traded. And, you know, I got to hit the laugh button on that, too. Because all these people that's been down talking Dak, look who's the last one standing for now. Let me say that. For now, even Watson about to be traded to another team. Dak right now is still on the Cowboys. And hopefully the Cowboys make the right move and sign that guy. It's a reason Dak is still standing. Jared Goff is gone. Jared Goff been to the Super Bowl. Don't matter. Out of here. Carson Wentz, he got hurt, but his team went to the Super Bowl. Don't matter. Out of here. Both of them been going downhill. Dak numbers been going up. Wentz and Goff been going down. Dak's been going up. I don't care if you hate Dak or not. Stop. You see the facts. Look at the numbers at all 3 quarterbacks. Look who numbers going down. Look who numbers going up. I don't care how you try to spin it. So shout out to Dak Prescott, man. Cowboys better re-sign that guy. Now, we was talking about the defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. Congrats. Let me get you some hand claps for you. Now, we got TJ Watt and JJ Watt pretty upset about it. JJ Watt went on a little Twitter rant, posting stats showing that TJ Watt got more pressures and more contact on the quarterback and thing, yada, yada. That's good for TJ Watt. TJ Watt is a beast. And then TJ Watt posted, I take that personally, the little Michael Jordan meme. So that was funny, but stop. Anybody that watch any football know that Aaron Donald is the best defensive player to probably ever step foot on the field. He's probably the best player in the NFL. Period. Period. They triple team this guy, and he plays in the inside, and he's getting sacks like a DN, like DeMarcus Ware type sacks, like Von Miller type numbers as a DN, getting triple team. He's getting Khalil Mack numbers as a D tackle. My bad, as a D tackle, playing in the middle. Come on, man. TJ Watt good, but if he was getting triple team and double team as much as Donald, if Donald was playing on the outside, stop. Stop. Donald numbers will be, first of all, they already insane, but they'd be even worse. Like, stop, man. Aaron Donald deserved that. Congrats to Donald, man. Somebody's calling me. I'm sorry. So, that's my thing on the NFL. You know, let's see who end up where. Carson Wentz might end up in with the Colts in Indianapolis. So we'll see. Deshaun Watson might end up in Washington. I think that'll be good for Washington. Might end up with the Jets. You know, I think that'll be good for the Jets. So we'll see. It's a lot of places for Watson, but Carson Wentz most likely go to the Colts. So shout out to the Colts. Shout out to Wentz, I guess. You know. Y'all probably gonna be tired of hearing these hand claps before the end of the show. So let's get into the next topic. The WNBA, some big moves being made in the WNBA. Shout out to the WNBA. Some more claps. So the biggest move so far is the former MVP and reigning Defensive Player of the Year, Candace Parker, leaving LA to go to Chicago, her home. I think that's her home state, I believe. But Candace Parker leaving LA to go to Chicago. Crazy. And you know what? Looking at the Chicago roster, they pretty loaded, man. I mean, you got Courtney Vandersloot, you got Candace Parker, you got Stephanie Dawson, you got Quigley there. I mean, they pretty loaded. So that's gonna be a team to watch out for. I can see Chicago versus Phoenix in the finals. As much as I want my Dallas Wings to go, I think they still missing a piece. And speaking of that piece, Liz Cambridge is free. We had Liz here. I don't know if she wants to come back. I would gladly take Liz. Back with this team. If Liz come back with the roster we got now, I'll put Dallas in the top 3 easily. Speaking of Dallas, Kayla Thornton and Alicia Gray, they re-signed their contracts. I'm sorry, they signed extensions to stay in Dallas. So shout out to y'all. 2 of my favorite players in Dallas. So I'm glad they still here. So shout out to them. Alicia Gray is going to be a beast. She's already cold, but she's going to be a beast. It's her 3rd season, I believe. She's going to be a beast. So shout out to Alicia Gray. Shout out to Kayla Thornton. Hey, and Dallas Wings, I'm begging you, if you can, bring Liz Cambridge back. Please. Instantly top 3. I'm going to put you up there with Chicago and Phoenix if that happens. If y'all bring Liz back with this roster, I think y'all can do some things. And I need Mariah Jefferson to stay healthy, which I think she will this year. So shout out to them. Let's see some other moves. The Minnesota Lynx, I miss Maya Moore. I miss her so much. She's so cold. I hope she come back this year. I'm not sure what the plans are with her, but I hope she comes back. But anyway, the Minnesota Lynx, they add Kayla McBride and Aerial Powers. Nice. So Minnesota's always been a tough team to play. And even without Maya Moore, you know, and you add more firepower. I'm stumbling all on my words. I'm rusty today. You add more firepower with Aerial Powers and Kayla McBride. So shout out to Minnesota. Those are the biggest moves right now. The Candace Parker thing took me completely by surprise. That was like the first time LeBron. No, let me take that back. That's like when the time LeBron left Miami and went back to Cleveland. That's how shocked I was. Or KD joining the Warriors in that whack move that he did. So that's how I felt about Candace Parker going to Chicago. I never thought she would leave LA. Never thought she would leave LA. I would have bet my whole house that she'd retire in LA. So for her to do that, hey, more power to her. Shout out to her. WNBA season kicking off in the summertime, as y'all know. So hopefully everything by then we get these fans back in the stands, do our thing, man. And you know what? Let me vent a little bit. I got an idea or two. So anytime I post about the WNBA on Facebook or something, first thing I hear is, "Oh man, we don't care about that. They can't dunk." Or yeah, basically that's it. That's the only thing I've ever heard. "Oh, they can't do this. They not this good." I'm like, why you don't like it? They not exciting. Why? Well, they can't dunk. I don't want to see them do layups all day. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. Because they don't dunk as much as the men. Because some of them do dunk. But the same excuse, besides the people that's just being sexist pigs, because you got some that's be like, women shouldn't be playing basketball. They need to be in the kitchen. Kill yourself. So, you know what? I'm trying to get sponsored, so I take that back. But you know how I feel about that. I don't like sexist people like that. But anyway, I have an idea for the WNBA. If everybody is really complaining about that, well, the men, I should say, won't you lower the rim to 8 feet instead of 10? Lower the rim to 8, and then let them ladies dunk. The ladies that can jump, let them dunk. I don't see no problem. I don't see no problem in trying it out. Let them dunk. Lower the rim, lower the goal for them from 10 to 8 feet. Let them have at it. And if the ratings go up, the ratings go up. That's just my idea. I don't know how the ladies will feel about it. I don't know if they will feel disrespected. But I feel like it will make the game better. It's only 2 feet. Lower the goal. Let them dunk. They can still shoot. They got all the skills that the men have. The crossover, the handles, the pass, all that's there. If the only thing causing them ratings is them dunking, try it out. Lower the rim from 10 feet to 8. And let's see. That's just my idea. I'ma just throw that out there. They probably won't do that. Again, I don't know how the ladies will feel. I don't know if they will feel disrespected, which is something I would never try to do to them. That's just my idea. More ratings equals more money. They already got a pay raise. Why not try to get another one? You know what I'm saying? So that's just my idea. So shout out to the WNBA. And I'm off for that. Let's get into the NBA real quick. Mainly the Mavericks, because that's my team. I almost knocked my mic down. That's my team. And I'm highly disappointed in them right now. Highly disappointed in them. 14th in the West. Not looking too good. I know they had COVID issues. They got a new roster, kinda. They brought in new players. A lot of people missed games. This team needs a big man. The people they brought in on defense is really not playing defense. Maybe Richardson is, but Johnson, he's really not doing much. So Tim Hardaway is inconsistent. Tim Hardaway should not be our third option. He had a good game against the Warriors the other day, but he's inconsistent. KP is still trying to get back to 100%. Yeah. They need work. They need rebounding, and they need another score. So hopefully the Mavericks make a trade. I just had to give my little 2 cents on that. I really didn't have much to talk about on the NBA. And I'm gonna keep it short and sweet for that. So for all you guys who don't like wrestling, this is the part where I talk to my Twitch fam, which are mostly wrestling people. So this is your time to make your exit. Shout out to y'all for listening and watching. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, or Google Podcasts, I should say, Anchor, Stitcher, you name it, we on it. Brooklyn 214 podcast brought to you by Dope Content. Dope Content with the K. Um, for anybody that don't watch wrestling, don't care about wrestling, this is your chance to say goodbye. Go to dopecontent.com, stay up to date with us, get your gear, and thank you for watching, thank you for listening. I'll let y'all leave. Now, my Twitch crowd, my 4,800 Twitch crowd, and everybody else that listen to this for the wrestling podcast. How you guys doing? It's been a while, huh? Well, let's get right into it. So the Royal Rumble winners, Edge, Bianca Belair. Shout out to y'all. A lot of people was mad about Edge, and I'm just like, why? Why are you mad about it? I kind of get it, but I don't. Like, okay, people say, oh, we tired of WWE bringing in these old people, this and that, taking up all the time. I get it, especially after the Legends night, because that was trash. Legends night was absolutely trash, and it was just a waste of time, waste of 3 hours. So I get that. And then Goldberg coming in doing his 3-minute matches all the time. I get it. But somebody like Edge, who y'all went crazy for last year when he came back in the Royal Rumble, you all of a sudden don't like him because he won the Royal Rumble? What is wrong with y'all? Y'all so backwards. Y'all was in the stands crying when Edge came back last year. Crying and saying, oh, can't wait to get him in WrestleMania. Can't wait to do this with him. I hope he wins another championship. Yada yada. He got hurt. He makes another comeback. He wins the Royal Rumble to get to WrestleMania, to get that championship match that y'all been complaining that y'all want, that you said you wanted. Now you complaining about it. Oh, you giving the old timers this and that. But Edge has been showing up every week since he been back on all 3 shows: Raw, NXT, and Smackdown. Edge is not Hulk Hogan. He's not Goldberg. He's not even Brock Lesnar. You didn't see Edge because Edge was hurt, not because he chose to stay home. You didn't see him because he was hurt. That's why. So for you people complaining, shut up. Just shut up. Seriously. Shout out to Edge. Hopefully, most likely he's going to pick Roman Reigns. Hopefully, for me, I want him to pick Finn Balor. I'm just an NXT guy. I think that match will be crazy. It'll build NXT, especially with the AEW wars they got going right now. To me, it makes sense for it to be Finn, but that's WWE. They're not gonna do that. It's gonna most likely be Roman versus Edge. So shout out to Edge. Shout out to Bianca as well. It's only one match we want for Bianca, and that's Sasha Banks. Make it happen. That's the only match we want. We don't want no other match. So I'm not even gonna talk about the other options. The match we want is Bianca and Sasha. That's it. That's it. Leave it at that. Now, a couple things I do like. I do like Bobby Lashley, the push that he's on right now. He's back to looking like his dominant self, which I love. Shout out to Bobby Lashley. The rest of the Hurt Business, I don't know what they got going on with this tag team situation. I don't know what they got going on with this tag team situation. And why would you have them fighting each other? What other reason would you have them fighting each other unless they go to break up? Which you shouldn't be breaking up no team right now because you have limited teams. So I don't understand what they got going with them. Hopefully they just stop it and leave them as a unit, but we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, shout out to Bobby Lashley for his push. Cesaro and Shinsuke getting the push on SmackDown. Shout out to them. Shout out to SmackDown, yo. SmackDown is getting everybody involved. I like it. I love it. Whoever writes SmackDown, I love that. I love what they doing. I don't like what Raw is doing all the time, but SmackDown is doing a great job. You got Apollo in the mix with Sammy and Big E. You got Cesaro with Bryan. You got Shinsuke, which hopefully Shinsuke don't get buried. But the rumor was the only reason Shinsuke got the push was because Cesaro had a contract negotiation at the time. So the push that Cesaro was on now was supposed to be his anyway, and the push that Shinsuke was on was just because Cesaro. They wasn't sure if he was gonna stay or not. So hopefully both of them stay getting pushed because I like them both. So we'll see what SmackDown do with that. Kevin Owens in the mix. People complaining because he keep getting matches. It's old school booking. Don't cry about wanting the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era, and you go complain about the booking. Stop complaining. Baron Corbin in the mix. Mysterio's in the mix. Um, Dolph and Bobby Roode in the mix. Like everybody is getting into action on SmackDown. Um, Man, they need to do a little more with the women because I've only been seeing Carmella, Sasha, and Bianca and Bailey. They have more women in that, so get them in the. Actually, I take that back because Ruby Riott has been in the mix. The Riot Squad, Billy Kay has been in the mix. Tamina, we even seen Tamina and Natalia. So I take that back. SmackDown keeping everybody in the mix. So I like that. Just keep everybody moving. You can find a story for everybody. Just keep them rotating. You can find a story for everybody. And SmackDown is doing a good job of it. Just like NXT is always doing a good job of it. It's a story for everybody. Speaking of a story for everybody, Randy Orton is one of the best characters in dominating 2020 and 2021 so far. So shout out to Randy Orton. What you're seeing with Randy Orton is, again, old school booking. If you watch the old Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression, mainly the Attitude Era on this one, when you had one of your top guys, it multiple beefs with multiple people. Stone Cold had beef with a lot of people at the same time. Vince McMahon had beef with a lot of people at the same time. The Rock, Triple H, you name them. Back then, Undertaker, they had beef with a lot of people at the same time. At one point, Stone Cold had beef with Shamrock. He had beef with The Rock. He had beef with Triple H. He had beef with The Undertaker. He had beef with Vince McMahon at the same time. Even Mick Foley, he had beef with Mick Foley too. They had like a on and off friendship type of thing. That's what you're seeing with Randy Orton. Randy Orton is mixing it in with Drew. He mixing it in with The Fiend, Alexa. He mixed it in with Edge. That's old school booking. So shout out to him. And he's killing every single angle. He's killing every single one of them. Now, The Fiend, I don't know when he's coming back. Hopefully he comes back. In my opinion, he's going to come back at Elimination Chamber. And he's going to find a way to cost Randy the match. And then that's going to set up the WrestleMania match between them two. That's my opinion. I think he comes back Elimination Chamber. Some type of crazy entrance. Or come through the ring. Or something's crazy is going to happen. Where he's going to interfere with Randy Orton. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing on that. But shout out to Randy Orton, man. WWE, even Raw is getting better. So shout out to WWE, man. AEW doing their thing. The in-ring action is up and down. It's up and down. I don't know, man. They just not the same for whatever reason. I just can't feel it the same like I did when they first started, man. Maybe the hype is gone for me or something. I don't know. But the in-ring action was good this past week. I give them that. It was good this past week. But the weeks leading up to this past week, it wasn't that great. A lot of botches. So, and then the best thing about it was listening to JR sighing, huffing and puffing, and be like, what is this? It's all over the place. You know what I'm saying? That's the funny thing about it. But AEW is entertaining in its own right. So don't get me wrong. I'm not an AEW hater. I like it. I watch it every week. But it's just not getting that same, I don't know. It's just not getting that same, like, oh, this was great. Like it was when I first started watching it, which was when they debuted. So maybe the hype is gone. I don't know. So, but for the last time, my people on Twitch, excuse me, had to cough. the last time for my people on Twitch. If you want to watch the pay-per-views on Twitch on my streams, it will not be on Dope Content's page. I have a burner page for pay-per-views, especially for my YouTubers, because you really support if you on the YouTube. And speaking of YouTube, from November to now, we've gained over 400 YouTube subscribers. So shout out to y'all. So ever since we started the Dope Content thing recently, the numbers been going up. So shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Now, if you want to watch a pay-per-view stream from me, it's going to be on a page called Content Dope. Again, if you want to watch a pay-per-view stream on Twitch with me that I'm doing, it's going to be on a page called Content Dope. And this is for my YouTube subscribers only. So don't tell your friends, because I know who all subscribe. And if you ain't subscribed to my YouTube and I see you in the chat, I see your name pop up in the chat, you getting banned from the chat and the stream. And yes, I can do that. Somebody tested me during the Royal Rumble saying, oh, he can only ban you from the chat, but you can still watch the stream. Really? Yeah, I got him all the way out of there. So don't find out the hard way. Don't come to Dope Content's page asking me where can you watch the pay-per-views. Watch a podcast, listen to a podcast. We on Apple, we on Spotify, we on everything. Brooklyn 214 podcast, brought to you by Dope Content. Don't ask me no more, because I'm not. If you notice, I don't even respond. I don't even respond no more. Don't ask me. You got one job. Watch a podcast. It's not that hard. Even if you don't like sports and you just want to hear the wrestling part, you already know to fast forward to the end. I've been telling y'all this for months. Now, a lot of you guys are overseas, you know, trying to, maybe you don't understand my English because I'm country, I'm Texas. But get a translator or something. I don't know. I've been telling y'all for months. So it is what it is now. Don't ask me, because I'm not telling you again. I'm not telling you on the stream. Don't inbox. Stop inbox. Y'all been inboxing me like crazy. Some of y'all actually found the old Brooklyn 214 podcast Instagram page, but you can't find this on the podcast. How do you have enough sense to actually find a Brooklyn 214 podcast page, which I haven't promoted in months, but you can't find this part of the stream of a podcast? How? I don't get it. But anyway, shout out to everybody that's been listening. Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with us. Dope Content is building fast, real fast. Ever since we started Dope Content a couple of months ago, numbers been going up on everything. So shout out to y'all. Eventually, like I said, the Brooklyn 214 podcast that's brought to you by Dope Content is going to be the Dope Content podcast. So, and hopefully we'll get sponsored by a couple of people. That's what I'm working on right now. I have one group of people in my email trying to sponsor me, and there's one group that I'm emailing and just got through getting off the phone with that I'm trying to get sponsored by, and that's gonna be huge for me. So, and hopefully, you know, we keep growing, yo. Keep growing. Tell your people, Dope Content. We do music, we do podcasts, we sell merch, phone cases, which you see, Dope Content right there. And for the people that's watching on YouTube, we got masks. I mean, we got everything. We got body butter, we got sugar scrub, had your skin silky smooth, and it's all organic, made at home. You might want to try it out. I mean, we doing a little bit of everything. So video game streams, music, sports podcast, wrestling. We doing it all. We doing it all. I even streamed dodgeball the other day. Trampoline dodgeball and slam ball. So yeah, we doing it all. We doing it all. It's called dope content for a reason. Because we give you dope content. Like, hey, dopecontent.com. Check it out. Dope content with the K. And follow us on all social media. Dope content. So yeah, that's all I got for you today. I just want to speak with you guys because it's been so long. It's been a while, man. Like I said, our schedules with COVID has been up and down. Up and down. Schedules has been crazy. So I'm working on, getting a solid schedule. And like I say, I'm just trying to grab all the opportunities I can while I can. So appreciate everybody that's watching. Appreciate everybody that's listening. Please share, subscribe, like, leave ratings on Apple, Google, Spotify. Do all of that. I appreciate you. And y'all already know the real ones that really support. Y'all know we send y'all stuff. We send y'all all type of stuff. Y'all get shirts. Y'all get cakes. Y'all get all type of stuff from us. So yeah, shout out to y'all, man. And again, this is K-LEW, Dope Content, Brooklyn 214 Podcast. I am out.